Hello there, I'm out again. This time it's 2 nights at a wee place, well, a big place. It's called Barnsoul. It's 3 or 4 mile to the north of the A75, maybe about 4 or 5 mile out of the big roundabout at Dumfries. It's a massive place, but it's not overly populated. There was only one other tent, and I've got this bit to myself. It was a case of, I find a bit of grass and use it. There's a fishing pond just there, so I took this bit of grass. I've made some changes, just wee things. I've obviously got this table. I saw one of the guys at the last place with one of these. They fold down and fold up. No size whatsoever. Ideal. And a wee bit heavier than what I had. The site itself, we'll take a walk around it a wee while. The folk that are running it, it's part of a conglomerate, but the folk that are running it are brand new. I've not saw a soul, but I know people are about. It's that large. There's a play area for the kids. Oh, there's an ancient monument up the hill. I think there's 2 up there, it's not far. We've got glamping pods over the back. But we'll have a look in a wee while. Here's where I'm set up. Got some chalets behind me. Kids play area over there. And more chalets up the hill. As you see, nobody else on. And down here we have the pond. I purposely took this plot of this bit of grass so I could be near the pond. I'm going to give it a bit of a fish. Either tonight or tomorrow, plenty of time. It's going to be good weather. Been told, oh, this is nice. Aha, hello. Loads of ducks. And they're up there, up the back. We have glamping pods and shepherd's huts. I don't think there's many people up there just now, but it's a nice wee spot. This is a closer look at the play area. But round here we've got this must be pedals or something, I don't know. I'll have a close look. Behind it we have the utility block. There's a barbecue pit in there as well. And over there, that's a shower block. Everything seems to be nice and compact. It's a nice wee barbecue place. Couldn't get many in, but it's there. There to be enjoyed. And I'll just take a look at the main bit. This is the main bit, site office. That would be the main bit for the camping. And these are all electric pitches around the side. Down there we have more of these shepherd huts. They seem to be becoming quite popular. It's a good setup, but this is midweek. All my camping will be midweek. So it's nice and quiet just now. I bet it'll be mobbed next month.
Am I coming back next month? Oh, I could be tempted to this place. We'll have a good look at the countryside and that tomorrow. But I'm going fishing. Good morning. Oh, looks like being a lovely day. Sun's up. There was a load of fog when I got out the tent this morning. Last night's sleep wasn't too successful. The new sleeping bag, which is a wider and longer, meant to be a 9.5 talk. I don't believe it. I had bother. It was a wee bit cold, but luckily I had a spare duvet. I just threw that over, and after that it was a good night's sleep. The big sleeping bag is the way to go, but it needs to be warmer. Either that, or I'll have to carry the duvet all the time. I'm using the car, that's not a great problem. But in the end I did have a good night's sleep. Yesterday I tried the fishing pond. I don't think there's anything any size in it. I got loads of bites, but it was all small fish that you couldn't get on the hook. Probably because there's 30 geese in there. I thought they were ducks. They're geese, they're Canada geese. So I gave that a try for a wee while. Spent some time. But the biggest problem is the bloody midges are back. Probably because I'm a wee bit too near this pond. And yesterday they didn't bother me, but we had a wee bit of wind, but we've no wind at the moment. So I'm trying this Avon stuff, also softer, skin soft or something. It seems to work to a certain extent, but they're still here bothering me. It was a very, very cold night. Seems to be the barbecue area up there. Everybody seems to congregate there at night and have a wee social. That's handy to know. I wasn't invited, so I didn't go. But everybody's friendly in this wee site. Well, it's not a wee site, it's a big site. It's well spread out. You know, the chalets, they're all 50 metres apart. There's none of this, 6 metres will do. It seems to be quite a countrified site. I've never heard a vehicle all the time I've been here. Right, today, what's on the menu? There's a hill fort up there, and the guy that runs the place has showed me the easy way up, so I'll take a wander up to that hill fort. But first things first, I think I've got to get the breakfast on. Porridge, energy bar, roll. That'll set me up for the day. Well, I'll set me up to midday for a pot noodle, and at night I'll try another one of these dehydrated meals. The one I had last night, I wasn't impressed. But we'll see what happens tonight. I won't down anything just for one bad bit. It just wasn't what it said in the packet. But tonight I'm going to have a sweet and sour, so I'll like that. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Gadgets. We all like gadgets, and camping's full of them. They're there to help us, or is it just a boy's toy? Well, this may sound like an April Fool, or it may sound like a hunty gouk, as we say in Scotland. But to blow up an airbed, would you believe that that wee thing can blow up an airbed? A lot of people wouldn't. Okay, it comes from America. If you go on eBay, it'll cost you £33. Amazon, 22, delivered the next day. I don't like Amazon, that it works. This wee gadget, I use an ordinary airbed to sleep on. Blew it up, no bother at all. Just show you how it works. You get a number of different adapters. Choose the adapter for you. I've deflated the pillow. Plug it in. Press it a couple of times. And as you see, in no time at all, as if by magic, you've got your pillow blown up. How quick's that? Everybody will be going out buying one of them now. They call it it's from Flextailgear. I can't remember the name. I think it's something like a micro pump or something. But I think for 22 quid that's worth the money. People have used them to blow up these air tents as well, so it's worth a try. And at 22 quid it's still got to rock the bank if it goes wrong. And with the adapters, it recharges for a USB cable and takes about, to recharge it, I think he told me it takes about 40 minutes for a full recharge. But how long is it going to run? In the tests, somebody took a large airbed, blew it up and then used it to deflate it. I don't know why it would have deflated if you put the plug out, but I think the guy was trying to prove a point. But if it can blow up a double air mattress, this is a gadget that's definitely not a boy's toy. Well, it is a boy's toy, but that's in my kit now permanently. Just next to the site there's an Iron Age hill fort, and seemingly if I take a wander up here I'll come to it. This is the easy way up, I've been told, so we'll just meander up here. This would seem to be the start of the walk up through there. Looks really good. First real view of the hill fort. This is the remains of a 16th, 17th century settlement. You can see the bases of the houses. Up there, very rough. I've never saw houses even in the north of Scotland with bases as rough as this. It must have been real subsistence farming. But the place they're working is it's very sheltered. And they wouldn't get bothered by anybody. Oh, and this is the final climb. Oh, I'm knackered already, but the final 100 yards, I'll just take it easy going up there. Oh, this is from the fort itself. That's looking to the south. It would seem to be a grave in there. I can't get a right look at it, it's pretty worn. I'll look it up when I get back. But this is looking to the east. You can see a bit of the caravan site down there. Beautifully isolated. It shows you how isolated this valley is. I pass it every time I go to Dumfries. Didn't even know it was here. So you can imagine what like it was when this place was active 3,500 years ago. Really isolated. And down there is the remains of that settlement. Anyway, I'm knackered. I'll sit down and get some refreshment and then we'll head back down. Shortbread time. Good morning. Oh, it's a fine one, isn't it? This is the back of 7 o'clock. I've been up since 6. I wanted to get my electrics charged up. I hammered them last night. I was up for about 4 hours on the computer watching videos. I'm using one of these all-power systems. That's it there. I'd use something like 30 amps, and the screen has put that power back in less than an hour. It's a bit bulky, but it's alright for me, and you can run the house off it. It does mains electricity and all this sort of thing. It's a fancy bit of kit, but it works. I've nothing else to do. Anyway, last night I had a good sleep. Okay, we've got that problem. The sleeping bag's not up to spec. It's definitely not a three-season sleeping bag. God, this is the beginning of summer, and it was blinking cold. Luckily, I had the duvet I keep in the back of the car for my dog. So I threw that out of the top of the bed. I was fine, got 7 hours sleep. Damn good sleep. Very relaxing out here. No vehicle noise. Just animal noise. It's great. The site itself, it must have been an estate site at one time. In fact, I know it was. And now it belongs to some big conglomerate who do up sites and lease them out on 25-year leases. I think the site's been underused. I mean, so we've got glamping pods over there, must be about 20 of them. I've got static caravans all round about me, or chalets as they call them. Shepherd huts over that way. And then they have what's termed a rally field. Tents in the middle, loads of space, and there's room for about 40 motorhome stroke caravans. and the outside. All the electric hookup. In fact, even down here in this lower field, they've got electric hookup everywhere. It's been well put in. It's an underused site now. It belongs to. Now it's getting run by a bigger group. I think it'll take off. It's just over the border of England. It's in a really forgotten valley. I didn't know this was here. Nah, I probably pass within 5 miles here every time I go along to Dumfries. Plenty for the kids to do as far as going out into the woods and running wild in the fields and doing it at the pond there. There's a hill fort up the top, and yeah, it's just a nice place. Staff's good. Very pleasant. I can't say a bad word about the place. Excellent. For myself, we've had some successes, we've had some failures. Yeah, the sleeping bag, I'll say no more about that sleeping bag. Another failure was, well, not a failure, just a different, and that was dehydrated meals that I tried. 20 calories, 800, 1,000 calories, but I don't know. So I knew myself I wasn't going to go over the moon with this stuff. But to be honest, the 2 packs I used, yeah, they filled me up. They gave me the calories, but they're pretty low in taste. And to me, I'm afraid I'm sorry, but the main thing with me is taste. I like to taste my food. So I won't be trying them again. They're good enough for other folk, but I'll have to work that one out. A bit of disappointment. Anyway, the obvious winners was this table. Great. Oh, yeah. Pulled down, it's been workable. And that wee gadget for blowing up airbeds, that size, compared to a muckle big pump of something that size that you hate to plug into your car. That wee air blower charges up off a USB cable. I have an air mattress in there, a single. Blew it up, no bother. But in the paraphernalia that I saw for this gadget, it blew up a double airbed. Come on, there's enough power in that. See, by the end of this season, all these wild campers are going to be using the wee air pump. I'll see them right through a week, no bother. And if it does run a bit low, just plug it into the power banks that they carry. Charges up, I believe, in about 40 minutes fully. Anyway, that was a success. I really enjoyed it here. Yeah. So, the tent, it's held up well. Had a lot of people looking at the tent. You know, people that are campers, they say, aye, the first thing they mention is, that looks like a good bit of kit for you, you can walk right into it. I thought I was going to get some, you know, back chat, you know, you're not an Indian or something, you know, you've got a feather for your hair. I didn't get any of that. People realise how good these are. I mean, so there's 30 pegs in it. Okay, I'll only put up 20, but I'm cheater. But there's no way that would blow over in the wind. And it's excellent if it's raining and a gale. Yeah, you kind of get a better tent. I'll keep it to the end of this season. I'm minded to get one of these airbeam tents. I've been looking at them, but they're a bit pricey. They say they're absolutely brilliant in bad weather. Basically, these airbeams themselves, they're like concrete pillars once they're blown up. They're not going anywhere. I've never heard of anybody with a bad word against them. As long as you buy a decent one, and that's the problem. If I could get a Burgess 4, with maybe a fair bit of money off it, I'd buy it. Like I say, never say never. This is a great 10. Like I say, I think that could be a better one. Equipment wise, I've had a wee failure with the camera. I've had to do this 3 times because the microphone that they supply, the big microphone's absolutely it's rubbish. So I know that on the internet I can get a radio mic system for about £8. I'll get that. That'll be that next. Anyway, what next? I've been told that there's 2 or 3 new campsites up the side of Loch Ken. It's estates that have maybe opened up a field and put utilities in the corner. Nothing great, but isolated, just what I like. So I might give one of them a try. One of them, I don't know if I can get my car in it, but I'll find out. It's right next to a loch, which could be good for the fishing. So I might have a look at that. But anyway, slowly, very slowly, going to get everything put away. I'm only 40 miles from home, so I intend to leave here about 12 o'clock, get down to Castle Douglas, do some shopping, have a wander about, and then go and pick my wee dog up, and I'll go home and sort anything out. So that'll be me. See you next time.